All right, here's the countdown. I think the majority of us have connected their audio. Should start counting down, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So welcome everyone. This is our Forum 2024 webinar. My name is Jeff Kupiak. I'm the Education Delivery Manager here at NIGP. And today we are going to get a sneak peek at the innovations and opportunities that are awaiting us at Forum, both in person and virtually. Joining me today, you'll see some of the NIGP team members and the Forum speakers. They're going to guide us through the new learning paths, the dynamic keynote speakers, the state-of-the-art workshops we have, and networking opportunities. You'll also discover the latest trends at the Product Expo and get your forum questions answered right away. Meaning, if you have any questions, enter them into the chat and the NIGP team will do their best to answer them. And if you want to wait, we'll also leave some time at the end of today's webinar to answer your questions. So as we look forward to August, we're curious, those that are on the webinar, if you could participate in our short poll, quick poll, are you attending this forum either in person, virtually, or you still haven't signed up yet? You're undecided whether you're going to be there in person or virtually. Wow, we're quick. Over 60% have already participated in the poll. Those that have already participated in the chat, let us know, is this your first time attending a forum, either virtually or in person? Or if you attended more, let us know the number. Which number will this be for you? First time. Oh, all the first timers are. Number 3. Anyone higher than 3? First time, second time. Wow, a lot of first timers. First time virtually. Very neat. Excellent, great mix here. We have 38% will be attending virtually, 30% in person, and then there are some of us that are just undecided which route to go, and maybe you'll be able to make that decision by the end of today, or at least be excited about attending no matter which path you take. And those that enter in the chat that this is your first time, we have some exciting news for you. In early August, the NIGP Member Council will host a first-timer orientation webinar for both the in-person and virtual attendees. And on Saturday, August 24th, so that's actually a forum date, we have a special session for those first-timers and young professionals that will be available both in person and virtually. There'll be more details about that on the NIGP website. So there is quite a bit. We have a full webinar today and a full forum. And I know some of us have these different preferences for either learning or constraints on our time and budget. So there's reasons we might be attending in person or virtually, or if we're undecided, these different constraints or our preference for learning might be the deciding factor. This year, you get the choice to attend in person or virtually, so whatever best suits your needs. What's exciting is for everybody, whether it's in person or virtual, you can earn up to 24 contact hours. So whether you're physically there in Charlotte, North Carolina with us, or participating virtually from the comfort of your own beanbag or couch or your home, your office, you won't miss a thing because all of the sessions are being live streamed, recorded, and they'll be available on demand. So whether you choose to, if you choose to attend sessions in person and live, after forum, when it ends, you will have up to 60 days at your convenience to watch any of those sessions that you may have missed or that you want to maybe watch again for a little bit more inspiration. There's a bunch of numbers and bullets there of different things that are happening, and we'll be covering all of this during today's webinar. Right at the top, it says there are 5 plenary sessions, and that's where we all get together and we hear from keynote speakers, and we have an inspiring lineup for you this year, starting right with on your left, Riaz McGee. He's going to kick us off. He'll set the stage for forum on Sunday morning. Riaz is a human connection expert, speaker, author, and he'll share his 5 habits for human connection that build extraordinary relationships, which is one of the reasons that people attend the forum, is to build those relationships. So that'll happen Sunday morning. He'll kick us off. And on Tuesday, we'll hear from Erin Stafford, and her expertise will help us break free from burnout. So if you experience burnout or anticipate it happening, you won't want to miss this session. You'll leave feeling excited, re-engaged, motivated, fired up again. You won't feel burned out. And finally, our closing speaker, Jeremy, he's a world blind golf champion and speaker, and his powerful message will inspire us to affect change and positivity in our lives, will help us see the power of focusing on the good. So we're going to hear briefly from each of these keynote speakers. They recorded something special for us. So let's start with hearing from Riaz.
This August, we celebrate 80 years of NIGP's annual forum in Charlotte, North Carolina. My name is Riaz Megji, and I get to be your opening keynote speaker as we explore how the power of human connection and how we can ask better questions to build extraordinary relationships can help you drive procurement forward. Now, as it stands, over 3,000 people are expected to join both in person and virtually. And if you are interested in joining us live, be sure to check out nigp.org to get more information. Can't wait to see you there.
That's Riaz, and here is Aaron.
Hello, NIGP. My name is Erin Stafford, and I am so excited to be the keynote speaker at your upcoming NIGP Forum in August, the 80th anniversary. These last few years have been a whirlwind, and they've left so many of us feeling tired, overwhelmed, and really burnt out. In my session, we're going to dive deep into all things preventing and overcoming burnout so that we can thrive at a level of peak performance. I've spent my entire career working with some of the world's biggest brands like Coke, Pepsi, American Express, KPMG, and Morgan Stanley. I've interviewed and surveyed thousands of high achievers, people from all different walks of life, who've all reached the highest levels of success after burning out themselves. I've taken all of those decades of information and research and really boiled it down to the 3 steps that I share in my talks. You will leave this session feeling excited, motivated, re-engaged, and really just fired up again, not only about your work, but about your life. And most importantly, you will leave with a toolkit, an actual roadmap that you can put to use immediately. I am so excited to share this message with you and can't wait to see you guys in August.
My goodness, I'm excited to hear what Aaron will be sharing with us on Tuesday. And finally, the person that'll be closing out forum for us, let's hear from Jeremy.
Hey, my name is Jeremy Pointsnow. I'm an inspirational speaker and world blind golf champion. Yeah, you heard that right. I look forward to being the closing keynote speaker at the NIGP Forum in Charlotte on August 28th. It's the 80th year, and I'm really excited to be there with all of you. I look forward to sharing my story and helping you see the power of interdependence in your life personally and professionally. As procurement professionals, you're doing amazing work for your communities, and I think you can really understand the concept of interdependence. I look forward to seeing you in Charlotte on August 28th. Thank you so much.
My goodness, I'm looking forward to hearing his story. I wanted to look up what a world blind golf champion. That's so interesting and exciting. It sounds like it'll be a powerful message, as will learning how to overcome this burnout and making those connections. So one of the best parts of Forum is just getting together to celebrate public procurement. So we're going to get the scoop on this year's thrilling formal social event from Chris Payne. Chris is the Deputy Finance Director at the City of Greensboro, and he's the chair of our North Carolina Chapter Local Planning Committee. So Chris, you have some exciting details to share with us about the Forum social event.
Yes, thanks so much, Jeff. I certainly appreciate the introduction. Hello, fellow colleagues in the NIGP procurement world. We're really excited to host you in Charlotte this year. And as the first slide indicates, we have a lot of fun planned for the host chapter social event that will be held at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Included in that experience will be a great Southern hospitality meal provided, dancing and mingling with fellow attendees. But probably the most interesting thing we're doing is we're having the NASCAR racing experience. So we'll have on-track driving and riding experiences. So if you have a need for speed, you certainly don't want to miss the host chapter social. In addition to the driving and riding experiences, and I might add that those are at an additional cost, and you can get that information, specific information on the NIGP website. Those opportunities are limited, so I would encourage you to take a look at that if you're interested soon. But we'll also have activities on the infield of the Speedway. And those activities will include a NASCAR simulator, cornhole games, other types of yard games at large Connect Four, those types of things. But also we're happy to provide something that we think is new for the host chapter experience. We're going to have, gosh, I just lost my train of thought. We are going to have competition go-karting on the 0.65 mile professional competition track. And we're also going to have an equipment rodeo. So we have vendors that will be bringing zero-turn mowers, tractors, and other pieces of equipment that we can actually test. We buy them all the time, but now we'll have an opportunity to test drive these things in simulated races or obstacle courses. So that should be a lot of fun for everyone. So there's a lot planned. It'll be a high-speed, high-performance night for those that want it, and those that prefer a less competitive path. There'll be plenty to do on the infield.
Thank you, Chris. And we have a short video on the NASCAR racing experience.
It's as real as it gets.
My goodness, I'm sweating a little bit. Like I want to do that. I want to get on the track, but it seems so thrilling. So again, thank you, Chris. It does sound like a lot of fun. And I've heard from some of the NIGP team that looking forward to the go-karting specifically. So another opportunity that we have to celebrate procurement is the awards banquet. And we look forward to this always inspiring evening where every year we honor those exceptional procurement leaders. So please join us for that, where we celebrate the top achievers in our profession and find out which of the NIGP chapters rose to the top, receiving those chapter performance seals for continuing to enhance their programs for the benefits of their members. These awards will be revealed live during the event. So it's not all just celebration. There's also some cool stuff happening where you get to professionally grow your career beyond the connections. And our Director of Content Research and Design, Chanda Carpenter, is going to tell us a little bit more about how we can learn and grow. Chanda.
Thank you, Jeff. So this year's forum presents a multitude of opportunities to develop and strengthen expertise in key areas identified by public procurement experts. Our content is based on member feedback, and it caters to a diverse audience. So this is going to be for anybody who may be new to procurement, all the way to seasoned practitioners. So we have a sneak peek for you. This year, we're thrilled to be featuring 2 procurement-focused prep plenaries. Our first one on Monday, Pioneering Tomorrow, Emerging Technologies in Procurement. So this is going to explore how cutting-edge technologies are reshaping procurement. You'll have a panel of seasoned professionals specializing in technology procurements, strategies, operations, and leading change. On Wednesday, we'll have Leading the Charge, the Power of Leadership in Procurement. This is a TED Talk style session, and it's focused on the pivotal role of leadership in driving procurement forward. You'll hear from distinguished procurement leaders who'll share their professional journeys and how leadership not only shaped their careers, but moved procurement forward. So our learning sessions, we're really excited to share this information with you, but I'd like to share a little bit of background first. We conduct extensive surveys and evaluations on all of our courses and content to make sure that we are producing content that is aligned with what procurement professionals need. We also work closely with the NIGP Content Management Committee to design and release a rigorous and call for presentations process for our forum sessions. Our forum sessions, the cornerstone in leadership, they're 75 minutes, and they're going to be a mix of foundation and advanced. I just want to take a moment to explain the difference of those levels. So foundation is going to be somebody that's perhaps new to procurement, that is still trying to master the foundations. And the sessions will go all the way up to gaining proficiency to an intermediate level. Now, the advanced, the assumption is that those participants have mastered the fundamentals, and they're really looking for that advanced content. So those sessions are going to dig right in to the complex topics at the very beginning. So as I mentioned, there's a mix of foundation and advanced. And I know this is a lot to look at, but we have 27 cornerstone sessions. These are the foundations. And these are going to vary from career and guidance, contract management, construction, legal, project and strategy and technology, and many more. Just keep in mind that these are all available, just like the other sessions, the procurement plenaries and the keynotes. These are all going to be live cast, so they're available for our virtual audience as well as our in-person. Now we also have our advanced cornerstone sessions, and you can see, again, technology, we have construction, we have vendor onboarding. And it might be hard to decide which ones you want to take, but you don't really have to worry too much about that. You can focus on the ones that you want to attend live, and then keep in mind, these are all recorded for on-demand access for 60 days after forum. So you're really not going to miss anything. Additionally, we have our leadership sessions. So by leadership, we mean leadership at all levels. So this could be emerging leadership all the way up to executive leadership. These sessions are going to focus on staff and talent management, developing teams, succession planning, those essential skills that could include conflict management, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, communications, relationship management, and change management and change leadership. So when you have some time, go to the NIGP website. All these sessions are published, and you can start thinking about what you want to attend live. We're very excited about these workshops. We made a change this year, and we've extended these to 3 hours. The reason being, the workshops are very active. Participants are not only going to learn information, but they're going to have the opportunity to practice applying what they've learned through activities. And these could be problem-solving exercises, small group discussions, and presentations. So let's take a closer look at those workshops. We have 7. Again, we have a mix of advanced and foundation, and you might recognize some of these names. We have cooperative, negotiations, using your voice to make an impact. We have driving procurement forward for new drivers. Now, this is a topic that is really heavily requested, and this particular workshop is aimed at folks who are new to procurement. So we're very excited to offer that this year. We also have contract management, spend analysis, and procurement with a purpose, reimagining city contracting for more equitable and sustainable results. I'd like to turn it over to my colleague, Charles Taylor, our Education Program Manager, to share exciting details about our learning paths.
Hey, everybody. So last year we had paths, and we're bringing it back again this year. So what is a path? So a path is a combination of 4 sessions. So we have 3 paths. In order to complete that path, you would take all 4 sessions, each of them are 75 minutes. Now, you don't have to attend all 4 sessions for a path. You can attend individual sessions, or you can complete the entire path by attending all 4 and earn a badge. All sessions are recorded and provide on-demand access for 60 days. That's with all NIGP's content for forum is going to be 60 days. And so how is this going to work to earn that badge? So everybody that registers for Forum is going to be enrolled into the path recordings in Aspire. So what does that mean? Once Forum ends, you'll go into Aspire and you'll see the 3 paths available to you. And what are those 3 paths? We have construction, technology, and request for proposals. And so what this does is, in case maybe you missed a session, or maybe you want to rewatch a session because there's a lot of information you want to capture it, or maybe you couldn't get to all the sessions and you just want to look at all the sessions. You'll be able to review those sessions, recordings, and then after you reviewed all of them, then they'll unlock an assessment for you. You pass that assessment, then you can earn that digital badge. Now, let's say that you attended all the sessions and you don't want to view the recording. Well, you can just click through the recordings and get to the assessment that way. So this year also, we have 2 of the paths going on at the same time. So it's going to be technology and construction. So if you're going to have to pick which path that you want to attend there, but the RFP path is going to be offset. So if you want to attend technology and RFPs, you can do that. Or if you want to attend construction and RFPs, you can do that. But remember, you can get the badge for all 3. So you can attend 2 live and then watch the recordings for the other one and get that badge. Or you can just do all the other stuff and then watch the recordings for all 3 paths and get your badge. But keep in mind, you have 60 days to do that. So at the end of 60 days, you will no longer be able to take the assessment and earn that badge.
Curious, after hearing that, we have a poll that's about to appear on the screen. When you consider being live and taking them in person, virtually or in person, or watching the recordings, do you anticipate yourself taking all of them? If you do, you'd click the button that says all of them. If you're just thinking about taking 1 or 2, you have the option of selecting 1 or 2 of the options. That poll is live now. Oh my goodness, all of them just immediately jumped up to the top. Oh, it's a close race. I have the behind the scenes. It feels like we're back in last year with the horse racing. One's in the lead. Oh, I guess NASCAR. All right. We're slowing down here on the poll. Let's take 5 more seconds. 2, 1. And here are the results. Overwhelmingly, a majority are taking all of them. And then if you're not taking all, it looks like RFP is in the lead here. Excellent. So let's take a closer look at the learning paths and hear from our RFP path speakers, one of them, Kevin Yin.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff. And for all you who will be attending NIGP Forum, virtually or in person, you're in for a treat. This year's RFP team is the dream team. The 4 team members made up of 2 distinguished Canadians and 2 Americans. We have Stephanie Dion, Linda Allaire, Victor Lemers, and Kevin Yin, myself. And the team will take us through 4 laps. So in the first lap, we have the yellow flag, and we will take you through the identification of folks needed in this session. And these are the folks that will be able to help and support and work on the development of the RFP. And in the second session, which is the green flag, this is all about building the RFP. And so this is getting the RFP ready, developing it and getting it ready to post. So the dream team will show you how to develop strategies for engaging with stakeholders and interpreting and translating the information that we get from our customers, our internal customers, into scope and specification for the RFP. And then in the third session, this is the checkered flag, and this is all about getting us to the finish line. And so, and what we're going to review, we're going to take the submitted proposals and go through the evaluation process. But more importantly, the team will show you there are two important areas that I think we're going to focus on for this session, and that is how to exercise the plans that we put in place, and then how to implement strategies for worst case scenarios. So there's always going to be issues that you may run into, and we'll get some tips and tricks on how to resolve some of those issues. And in the fourth lap, this is the blue flag. This is where we're celebrating the hard work that you put into the first 3 laps and enjoying the RFP workshops. So the team will take you through some practices and getting you ready for that next event or that next real RFP that you're going to be doing. That's all for now. This is Kevin Yin speaking for the RFP Dream Team.
Thank you, Kevin.
Sure.
For more on the construction learning path, Lavanya.
Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for being here today. I'm excited to talk about the construction path that we're going to have this year at NIGP, and excited that it's 80 years. I've been a member of NIGP since 2017, and it's been really important for my career and my learning experience to be able to grow in my education about what we do as professionals. So we're excited to present to you the construction path this year. And in session 1, we're going to be talking about procurement planning for capital improvement projects. So if you are in the market of building out different things, either at your university or at your local government or your governmental office and the projects that you focus on, we're going to talk about how you start your plan. We're going to actually give you some hard checklists and things to kind of follow through and to provide a tool to support you as you begin that process. Session 2 is then going to build upon that plan. And then we're going to start talking about the selection of the proper procurement methods for alternative delivery. Over the last 7 years, we know that in our country, a lot of the projects that we're doing are starting to turn more to doing a construction manager at risk or doing a design build project. And so what we want to do is to better familiarize you with a lot of the new terminology, a lot of the new opportunities to maximize for your organization the best procurement method that's going to deliver the project on time and on budget. So now that we've got the plan and now that we know which method we want to use, we're going to move into session 3. And session 3 really kind of takes you in.
Oh, Lavanya just went on mute. Lavanya, if you can hear, you just went on mute. Look how enthusiastic she is about this, though. Lavanya, if you can hear. Lavanya, if you can hear, you're on mute. She cannot hear. So I think she built up the excitement. Oh, there she is.
We want to make sure that you have all the tools you need to be successful. So I am so looking forward to moving into session 4, where we wrap things up in our construction workshop. And when you walk away this year from NIGP, the 80th, we want to make sure that you are excited about doing your construction projects with whichever entity you belong to. So John Adler, myself, and Richard Formella will be there to provide you this guidance and experience, and hope that it gives you the very best opportunities to be successful in your capital improvement projects.
Thank you so much, Lavanya. You can see in the chat, Tanya Parker loves construction. Now we're going to hear a little bit more about the technology learning path from our AI superstar, AI headliner superstar, Brooke.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here. And I'm so excited to see so many first timers coming to the forum this year, whether you're in person or virtual. We are excited to have you. Please introduce yourself when you see us in the hallways, and we would love to meet you. And just to piggyback off of these 2 other exceptional learning pathways, with the RFP Dream Team and the construction pathway experts, once you go through those scenarios and get the foundations and fundamentals, we hope that you join us in the AI technology pathway, because we are really there to enhance how you do procurement using AI with the supportive. So the first session is going to be presented by Stephanie Arkley, and she is a amazing procurement person and is exceptional at what she does. And she's going to talk about ensuring responsible use of AI in procurement tasks. And specifically, she's going to talk a little bit about prompt engineering and how to optimize your AI prompts so you can get the best output. She's also going to talk about how to be more efficient and really evaluating those risks that are inherent with using AI so we can mitigate those risks and reduce those for you. We're going to talk about AI capability and balancing innovation against potential biases and privacy concerns. And then it's really about setting a foundation for you to use AI. The second session is going to be presented by Nathan Dawson, who is amazing, and he is engaging in cybersecurity protocols. And as we work in public procurement and with our agencies, we know cybersecurity is a huge risk. If your agent hasn't been attacked, it will at some point. And so we're trying to mitigate those risks before it happens, and using AI power to help us stop or reduce those risks. So we're going to talk about AI vulnerabilities, the potential and third-party contractors using AI and what you need to know about those third parties, and then cybersecurity and really layering in information about how to best protect yourself and your agency as you're implementing AI. And we all know that AI is going to be around forever. It's here. So we really need to be educated and really set a standard and high bar for procurement to be proficient and excel in this. And then the third session, I'm going to be presenting and I'm going to talk about practical use and applications of AI. And what that is we're going to talk about how AI technologies can leverage real-world procurement tasks, how to be more proficient, how to help you build scopes of work and analyze information very quickly. We're going to talk about practical applications, real-world cases that have been used, and how to successfully implement procurement procedures using AI. And this session is designed to equip attendees with the knowledge and tools to start integrating AI solutions into the procurement strategies. So we are excited to be there. We're also going to do a workshop. We hope that it will be more hands-on and live, and we'll really be implementing tools that you can take home and use the minute you get home and help you be an exceptional procurement employee. So we're excited to see you there.
Thank you so much, Brooke. And case studies, what might we want to know about that, Chanda?
Yes, so you really don't want to miss this opportunity to take a deep dive in best practices and learn from suppliers' valuable experiences in the case study sessions. The forum schedule includes UNA, Foss Cannon Design, iValua, and Omni Partners. So I'd like to turn it over to Marquita Gillespie, President of the NIGP Code and Consulting, to hear about an exciting NBC Business Council learning session.
Hello, everyone. So excited to see so much variety in the individuals who are interested in attending forum or are already registered. I was a practitioner for 28 years. I now work in the supplier community and have the tremendous pleasure and honor to be part of NIGP's Business Council. Our mission is to contribute industry content and expertise from the supplier community and share that with public procurement practitioners. I know how important it is to collaborate to make sure we have successful contract outcomes that drive value for, excuse me, the communities that we're serving. So if you're registered already, get ready for an amazing event. I think this is my 28th forum, so I've been doing this a while, but I will tell you without a doubt, this is the most valuable event that I've ever attended in my years in public procurement, and certainly that I was able to send my team to. So for those of you who are undecided, hopefully you're going to hear so many. I'm already excited about these events. I'm making notes of which sessions I'm going to make sure I get into. So excited about these topics. Each year, the Business Council develops a white paper, and we unveil that topic and launch that conversation at the annual forum. And then we deliver that content throughout the year to chapters and entities across North America. This year's topic is centered around supplier performance management. focusing in on ensuring that entities who contract for goods and services get what they paid for, get exceptional service, exceptional quality, and have a partnership with the right suppliers. We know the performance of a contract and the selection of a supplier is not something that happens by accident. It's very intentional. So this is an opportunity for our panel to talk about the white paper. This year's title is Supplier Evaluations, Scorecards, and Ratings. How and where do you begin? And it's a focus on that collaborative relationship between the supplier community and the practitioner community, and how we can learn from another, and how we can be very intentional about how we connect what we want at the end of the contract performance. We think about that phrase from Covey, beginning with the end in mind. We have to, at the early stages of the sourcing process, when we're doing market research and we're having conversations with our internal clients, we need to ensure we have a conversation about what does success look like, and then talk about how we're going to ensure we are intentionally focused on that in our partnership with the successful contractor throughout that sourcing process. So we're going to be talking during this panel about the topic. We'll be engaging the audience. We like to have a very collaborative approach to this topic. But as one of the 12 companies that are represented here, we're just super excited about the opportunity to share with you information from the supplier community and how you can leverage that. We're going to give you some tools to take away and apply right away when you get back to the office. And we look forward to interacting with those of you who are either planning on being there in person or virtually. And again, I just can't encourage you enough, if you're still trying to decide if this is the right event for you, take that step and get registered, because this is an event you do not want to miss. So I will turn it back over to the NIGP team. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Marquita. So one of our most popular events at Forum every year is the Product Expo, and we're going to hear a little bit more about the Product Expo from our Chief Growth Officer, Fred Kuhn. Fred, take it away.
Thanks, Jeff. And yeah, in keeping with the theme of interacting with the supplier community, we have several hours for those joining us in Charlotte devoted to give you time specifically to connect with the supplier community. We'll have on the show floor just about 200 suppliers that are there to answer questions for you, to talk to you about what they do, their products, their services, how they may be able to help solve a problem for you or work with you in a special way. So this is your opportunity to really engage with them directly on really everyone that's out on the floor. And we'll have companies like Amazon Web Services and Gordian, OpenGov, Sourcewell, a big cooperative, and so on. A new initiative that we actually started 2 years ago is an innovation theater that is out on the show floor. What that is we've actually got 2 theaters set up this year where we are going to be doing live demonstrations from suppliers. So this is an opportunity for them to really do sort of a demo of what they're working on. So Beacon Bid, Cobblestone Software, eBridge Procurement, Periscope, we've got several more in line. Every hour during the show, we will have these theaters in the back of the room devoted specifically for them to do a demo. So if you ever thought, well, hey, I really want to understand more about Cobblestone and what they do, and how does that compare with OpenGov or whatever, this is your opportunity to go in and hear directly from one of our supplier partners on their offerings. So the Expo Hall, again, set aside hours for you to work directly with the supplier community and learn as much as you can about the work that they do. Jeff, back to you.
Thanks, Fred. And I'm moving it right over to Chanda for the procurement.
Thank you. Okay, so the Procurement Excellence Showcase. So this is a brand new thing for us. It just released today. So you're really the first hearing about it. It's essentially a collective showcase of procurement professionals' success stories and ideas. So attendees will be able to browse from presentation to presentation, chatting with these folks about their success stories, processes, technologies, and tools. We'll also vote for our favorite, well, you'll vote for your favorite topic. We'll have an opportunity to celebrate those winners during our Tuesday morning plenary sessions. So those folks of you who may be interested in participating, the application just opened today. You will submit an abstract. It shouldn't take too long. We'll get back to you quickly. We are accepting 40 presenters. We do have just some space limitations, and we do invite individuals, groups up to 3, and chapters. So if you are interested in this, please take some time to go check it out on the website.
Thank you, Chanda. And as I can just picture myself walking around and looking at the showcase and meeting people, and there will be other opportunities for us to focus on building a connection. So let's dive a little bit deeper into those opportunities for us to connect with our fellow procurement professionals and spark some new ideas together. One opportunity are the entity networking sessions. So if there's a particular space that you are in, you'll want to, if you look on the screen, you'll see that there's different spaces that you can join. You'll want to join one of those so you can connect with your fellow procurement colleagues. And this will be available both in person and virtually, these networking sessions. Now we're going to hear from M. Moses, our Publications and Content Curation Manager, can't say that word, to learn more about our exciting opportunity to connect with peers.
Thanks for that introduction, Jeff. Hey y'all, my name is Emily. Please feel free when you see me in August to call me M. Like Jeff said, I'm our Publications and Content Curation Manager, but this year my role at Forum is curating some of our current conversations. So these are opportunities for, a handful of sessions that we've held off on determining all of the topics for, because we know that y'all want to be able to connect over things that are relevant and in the moment. So these are opportunities for you guys to bring what you know about certain topics, bring yourself and connect with each other. Jeff, if you want to move to the next slide, we can look at some of the topics that we have lined up so far. We have Cheryl Mankey from our concierge will be there to answer any questions that you guys might have about how the NIGP concierge can support your learning journey. We have Victor Lemer coming in to talk about volunteerism and how to jump in and enhance your career by contributing to the profession. And it sounds like he has some tips for having fun as well. And then we also have a returning session, or a session similar to one that we've had in years past, Becoming a Human Being, which will be about leadership and self-care, from Bobby Tolston. That was well attended last year. I will say that I really enjoyed the chair yoga. And then another one I'm excited about that we have coming up this August, is a current conversation about working with elected officials. We know this is an election year, and sometimes things turn over, and that makes waves in the office. And so this is an opportunity for y'all to share your experiences and tips about that forthcoming event this November. So thank you for your time. I'm excited to see all of y'all. We do have 2 more current conversation topics that are open, and I will be posting on Insight this month and next month to see if y'all have any ideas or proposals. Please reach out. So thanks, Jeff.
Yes, and Insight is the place to go, not only to see what those next 2 current conversations are, but if you have any questions, you want to get advice, if you're attending Charlotte and want to make plans for dinner with someone, or just meet up, maybe if you're part of the mentorship program and you want to meet up with your mentor or mentee, just get-togethers overall. Insight is the place to go for all of that. If you are physically in Charlotte, we will have, when you arrive there, you'll have all the details for all of the sessions right there on your cell phone or tablet. We have our Forum 2024 app. Again, that's where you can explore the sessions, look at the speaker bios. You can build your own personalized schedule so you know where to go and when. You can check in for to track attendance for some of the learning paths, connect with colleagues, stay updated with latest announcements. There's links to social media. There's a lot of stuff that's in this app. So it's your buddy. You'll definitely want to have that in hand as you're walking around at Forum in Charlotte. If you're at home and you're walking around your home or your office, the virtual platform will be your buddy. We have you covered. It'll be about 2 weeks prior to the forum when you'll get access to this, but everything you need to view will be available here virtually. So the same sessions, the bios, be able to create your schedule, connect with exhibitors, colleagues, again, all from the comfort of your home or your office. So again, both of those, the app and the virtual platform, will be released approximately 2 weeks prior to forum. So you can get started scheduling and figuring out where you want to be and who you want to meet up with. So again, after forum, all attendees can catch up on all of the sessions. All forum sessions are recorded. They're available on demand for 60 days post forum. So your learning does not need to stop when forum ends. You can access the virtual platform, complete those learning paths, earn your badges, download the presentations, any other resources, takeaways, and maybe even rewatch some of the sessions that you attended and just want to be inspired again by watching them a second time, maybe a third time. We have gone fast, and there's been a lot of enthusiasm for these sessions, and you may already have that feeling that I can't miss this. But if you need more reasons on why you can't miss, we came up with our top 10 reasons that we need to attend Forum 2024, and those reasons are here on the screen. Curious, we're going to put a poll up, and if I don't know, you may look at all 10 and say, yes, these are all great reasons. If you had to prioritize, and I guess you do because I'm asking you to, please prioritize, what would be your top 3 reasons? If you were to choose 3 in this poll, what are your top 3 reasons for attending Forum this year in 2024? That poll has been launched. If you're thinking, Jeff, my top reason is not on this list. I'm going there for the snacks. Put that in the chat. So if you have additional reasons, add those to the chat. All right, let's take 6 more seconds. And we are ending the poll. If you're curious, here are the results of the poll. I scrolled immediately down to the bottom for those that have fun at the top of their list. So for 20, I'll be meeting about 20% of you somewhere. We'll have to find our spot so we can make sure that we're bringing the enthusiasm to the rest of the group. All right. So more information on everything that we covered today and the things that we couldn't show you because it's not there yet is available and will be available at our website at nigp.org. So again, head there for all of the details. That's where you can register, check out the schedule, read about the sessions and speakers and info about hotels, traveling to Charlotte. And there's a document there you won't want to miss. Make the most out of NIGP Forum. It's your guide, your ultimate tool for planning that unforgettable experience. And as you're looking at the reasons and you have that feeling, you know you need to be there. And if you're looking for additional support, whether that's from your direct manager, CPO, HR manager, whomever in your entity, be sure to download our justification letter, and that may help you get that support that you're looking for from your supervisor. And if you have any questions, you can always email us directly at forum@nigp.org, and we will answer your questions there. Speaking of questions, we have a chat right now. You may have some questions that you want to add to the chat. The entire NIGP team is here to answer your questions. So who has the first question? Add that to the chat and we will answer them. And while we're waiting for those questions, anyone from the NIGP team that was able to answer a question earlier that maybe was, it's higher up on the chat, that wants to come on audio and share what the question was and the answer, please feel free to come on audio.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes.
I am seeing a couple questions around if they miss a session during the day. So all of these sessions are live streamed and recorded. So it will be available for you on demand, and you can go back and watch those for up to 60 days after the forum to see any things you've missed, or maybe you want to refresh yourself. They are available to you.
Thank you, Chanda. And team, we have some questions in the Q&A also. Our first question at the top, what is the price after May 31st? So we have a week left to get that early price. What does the price go up to for virtual or in person after May 31st? Carrie.
That would be my question, and I'm in an alternate working location right now. I believe it goes up by about $75, but I can reach out to you directly and get you that answer. Oh, sorry, one of my team just said $9.99 it goes up to on June 1st. Thank you, Marlena.
Thank you, Marlena. Thank you, Carrie. The next question we have is, what is the app called? That might be another Carrie question.
Yeah, so it'll just be in the Google or Apple stores, and you'll just search NIGP or NIGP Forum, and you'll see an icon that comes up with our acronym NIGP Forum 2024. It should launch about 2 weeks before the forum.
Thank you, Carrie. And Tanya Parker would love to volunteer. There will be a volunteer opportunity in Insight within the next week or so if you want to volunteer for some of those networkings and entity networking sessions. And Chandra asks, if we're not using the app, how is credit assigned for a session we attend?
So your NIGP transcript will show the maximum number of contact hours that you could do if you were sitting in front of your computer or sitting in rooms in Charlotte. I suggest you keep a spreadsheet of a list of sessions that you attend on demand as well as in person. If you need to have those contact hours and prove your attendance to any of your certifying bodies, it's up to them to decide what they approve. So that's a really good way to keep track, is either download your schedule from the app or the platform, or use your personal calendar, or keep a spreadsheet.
This question may be similar or might have a similar answer. Michelle is asking, if she misses a session during the day, I can go back and listen to the recording and still get credit for it. Yes?
Yeah, so your NIGP transcript again is going to show that up to 24 hours, but you could actually go and listen to all 70 plus sessions. I would again recommend that you keep track of that. If you're an NIGP CPP, there will be a special form that you'll be required to use to upload for your recertification. So I do recommend you keep track of all the sessions that you attended, both live and on demand.
Thank you, Carrie. I think one more question in the chat from Aaron. Is forum viewing during the 60 days only available to attendees or any NIGP member?
Attendees
So I believe you would
only.
need
Yeah, so
attendees.
you have to be registered as either a virtual participant or an in-person to get that access for the 60 days afterwards.
The social event, how should we dress? Is it casual or dressy?
Well, it's outside in Charlotte in August. Yes, no, it's not dressy, definitely casual. I don't know if Chris is still on, if he has anything to add. There was some conversation on Insight about folks wearing their best NASCAR outfits. So just keep in mind, it will be warm. It is outside. So casual. If you are participating in any of the karting or driving or riding, look at the FAQs because they will require closed-toed shoes and things of that nature.
Good to know. Team, any other questions that you've seen in chat? I believe we've gone through all of the questions.
There's one here. Are the free van rides around the track also limited? Do we need to sign up for that?
You do not need to sign up for the van rides. Pre-registration is only required for the driving experience and the riding experience.
What if I want to drive the van? I'm just kidding, but nobody wants that.
It's one of the most scariest of the three options, quite honestly.
Really?
Yeah, a van, a 15-passenger van on 24 degrees of banking, when it stops, is a little scary.
I think I just found out what I'm signing up for. And what are the options to get to and from the social event? Are we Uber, Lyft, or do we have any
No,
other?
we have transportation. We have buses that'll leave around 6. They'll start around 6 o'clock, and we'll transport everyone out to the track. And then as buses fill up to go back, they will drop folks off at the hotels. The buses will leave from the convention center.
Right, thank you. And just a little bit of silence. Optimistically, someone has a question. If not, we are going to say thank you for attending. We are excited to, oh my God, it's still May. My goodness, we have to wait all the way until August. But the excitement will continue to build, so be sure to check out our website, nigp.org, for more detailed information and good things to come. Make it a great day, everybody.
Thank you.